Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Professor Albert Nigrin here, and I'm back to give you an overview of our upcoming 2021 New Jersey International Film Festival. So it will be a virtual film festival once again. Now the 2021 New Jersey International Film Festival is our 26th annual. And we received over 500 films from around the world, and we'll be showing you the 25 best films that were selected by a jury, and they will be screened on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays between June 4th and June 13th. There'll be multiple programs on some days, and you can check out the lineup at our website. You would go to njfilmfest.com, and when you get to our homepage, you will see 2021 New Jersey International Film Festival schedule. You'll click on that, and then you will see another link to click on because we will be using Eventive to do our streaming. So you will click on the link there that says click here, and that will send you to where you can check out the lineup, the schedule, buy tickets. Tickets are $12 for each program, and you can buy an all-access festival pass for $75, which is about a $50 savings from what you would pay if you bought tickets individually. There will also be a number of question and answer videos that will be made available to those people who buy tickets, and we'll be sending you private links to check those out yourself, and there'll be intros by the filmmakers as well. So we're trying to maintain the same kind of atmosphere that we would have live, you doing it online and virtually. Oh, and you need to know that all of the films are available for 24 hours, which means that you can start watching at 12:01 a.m. on Friday, June 4th, and as soon as you start watching the program, you have 24 hours to complete it. Friday, June 4th's program features Amy Lee Ketchum's absolutely stunning animation called First Light, and it's a combination of 2D character animation with digital effects, and there's also traditional hand puppets. So it's a really beautiful animation, and that opens up the program. And then we have Taylor Olson's Bone Cage. This is a film that comes from Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada, and it's a gorgeous feature film, and it focuses on a young man who is clear-cutting forests for pulp, and while he's doing this, there's a number of animals that are traumatized by this event, and he goes about trying to save them. And Bone Cage is basically a sensitive examination of the parallels between the toxic ideals of masculinity that children are taught who become men, and how this goes hand in hand with the destruction of our Earth. So it's kind of an environmental feature. And it's really quite beautiful and really super well acted. Our judges really like this film. So that's going to be our opening program on Friday, June 4th. Then on Saturday, June 5th, we have two programs. One is a series of short documentaries. That's program one, and we will feature 4 short documentaries on that for that program. And the first is called The Heartland by Marquise Mays. He's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it focuses on the joys and trials of growing up black in the Midwest. So it's a very timely short documentary. Followed by Matteo Moretti's Just Being Here. Matteo is a student filmmaker, and it's a really wonderful film about a man, his name is Walter, and he lives by himself in nature, and he interacts with beavers and other wildlife. It's really one of my favorite films that I saw. Then we have a film from Qatar. I don't think we've ever shown a film from there before. It's called Emily, and it's an experimental documentary film about a young Filipina singer in Doha, in Qatar. And then Gosia Jukashik's Stolen Fish is a film that focuses on Gambia, which is this very impoverished country in Africa, and how their fish produce or their fish products are being co-opted by Chinese corporations and made into fish meal. So it's a very interesting documentary about globalization that you absolutely need to see. So that lines up the first program on June 5th. The second one features 2 films, and the first one's a short film by Mika Tania from Helsinki, Finland. And this one's called Patent Number 314805, which is one of the first films to show you how the soundtracks were created for motion pictures. So it's an experimental film, and that's going to be the opening short, followed by Who the F is Robert Rossmeisel by Luc Quélin from Paris, France. And this is a film, an in-depth documentary about Roger Raymond Rossmeisel, and he's one of the most overlooked great guitar makers of all time. And Roger made guitars for Fender, he made guitars for Gibson and Rickenbacker, and this documentary is narrated by the great German actor who passed away recently, Bruno Ganz, who starred in a lot of Werner Herzog films, as well as other classic German films, and he's the person who does the narration. And there's a number of guitarists who are interviewed as well, such as Bill Frisell, Guy Picciotto, and a number of others. So if you're a music fan and you love guitars, this documentary is really great, and it's perfect for you and for everybody else. I learned so much watching this documentary. So that rounds out the Saturday, June 5th, second program. Then on Sunday, Sunday, June 6th, we also have a series of programs. There's 2 of them. The first one has 2 shorts and a feature. The first one is called Safe by Josema Roig. He's from Los Angeles, California. And this is a suspenseful film about things that go bump in the night. And then The House on Carter Road is by Shawn Gerrard, and he's from Toronto, Canada. And this is a film about a black couple and a white couple who are trying to buy the same suburban home in New Jersey in the 60s. So that's also a very timely film, and I hope you'll check those out. The last film that we'll be showing is a documentary by a local filmmaker who's actually a Rutgers Mason Gross BFA grad, Stephanie Schwiederek, is from Somerville, New Jersey, and her film, Leave Nothing Behind, is an intimate and visceral portrait of the filmmaker's immigrant mother, her journey from America from Czechoslovakia, and their shared experiences of precariousness living in a motel for 13 years. So we're very proud to be able to premiere that film here in New Jersey and throughout the U.S. So check that out. That's the first program on Sunday, June 6th. And then the second one is a feature film, a comedy called Sweet Hurt by Tom Danger, and he's from Australia. And this is a film that is a comedy kind of coming-of-age film that will remind you of classics like Say Anything, Chasing Amy, and American Pie. It's a lot of fun. It's very sexy as well, and I hope you'll join us for that movie on Sunday, June 6th. Then, Friday, June 11th, a series of experimental shorts. Sometimes a Little Sin is Good for the Soul is by Alex Berrio, and she's from Bremen, Germany. At least she's living there. And My Strange Loop by Shaquille Galvan. He's from Denver, Colorado. And then we have Amphibians by Drake Howard and Devin Finn. They're from Austin, Texas. There's Frankston by Patrick Tarrant from London, England. He's an Aussie native making films in England. And last but not least, we have Stop by Marilee Froelich from Vienna, Austria. And these are all films that are meant to kind of expand your cinematic horizons as they're experimental films, but they're all wonderful, and I hope you'll check them out. And that's the first and only program that we have on Friday, June 11th. Then on Saturday, June 12th, we have double bill of programs. We have The Dark Odyssey by Michael Lavine, is a stop-motion animation, sci-fi animation. Space Case by Zachary Scott. He's from Austin, Texas, too. This was a film the judges really liked as well. And then we have a film from Cologne, Germany, called Paradise by Emmanuel Esser, and it's a feature film about 3 workers who have to harvest bodies. So it's a kind of science fiction existential drama from Germany that you should absolutely check out. We really like that film too. Then the second program on Saturday, June 12th, features 2 documentaries about artists, painters. We have Super Malo by Matthew Seeger, and he's focusing on Fabian Hernandez, a Cuban street artist, and his art. And then the feature film is by Benjamin Schwartz, he's from New York City, called Into the Light, who focuses on the neo-expressionist painter Chuck Connolly, who's based in New York City. Also an eye-opening documentary about an artist who I didn't know much about, but I learned so much, and I got all these books about him after I saw the documentary. Sunday, June 13th also has a double bill of programs. We have Two Little People by Jin Lee from Melbourne, Australia, a wonderful hand-drawn animation. And then Anne V. McCullough from North Virginia, her documentary film about aviary preservation called Full Circle focuses on Helen Hayes and the Great Gull Island Project. And we're very proud to be able to show that film to our audiences as well. The last film we'll be showing as the second program on Sunday, June 13th is entitled The Process of Recovering by Nora Mandray and Jonathan Bulette. They're from California. And this film aims to answer a universal question: how do we cope with the bad things that happen to us? And focuses on the life of Marcia Wickham, who's an expert on the subject. It's a very hard-hitting but very important documentary about child abuse and really needs to be seen by everyone. This one also scored really high by our judges. So those are pretty much the 25 films we'll be screening. Again, if you want to get information, you go to our website, which is njfilmfest.com. You click on where it says 2021 New Jersey International Film Festival schedule, and then there'll be another link to click which will send you to our Eventive web pages, and you can buy tickets, check out all the descriptions, see pictures, trailers, intros, and things like that at that website. And hope you'll buy a festival pass. It's $75 or $12 for individual program tickets. So thanks again for checking out our overview. Enjoy the day, and hope to see you at the movies. Thank you.